Hi everyone, this is Laurel with Guided by Love. I'm here for you every day, and I'm excited to do this Intuitive Soul Coach daily for you. So, Spirit guided me back to this little deck. This was like, this was my very first deck before I ever knew I was psychic. I was intuitive. I was, able to connect with people as a medium. This was my very first deck, and somebody gifted it to me. I don't even remember who, but it was a long time ago. So first deck. So they guided me back to this, and what came out is a visualization on growth. So they want me to tell you that growth is the reason that we are all here in this earth school. We go through lessons daily. We experience little births, deaths, and rebirths on a weekly basis. Sometimes they can be rapidly. Sometimes they can, sometimes they feel like they can be overnight. Sometimes they're over the course of a weekend, a week. But an example of one of these would be just being guided to declutter our insides and declutter around us. And on this journey, we're always decluttering inside to heal, right? With spirit, that's why we go inward. Um, but we may be guided to declutter around us. And when we do that, when we get rid of what we no longer need and donate it or whatever we do, give it to a friend or whatever we do, it is, we're going from that birth. We birthed all this stuff into our lives, and it's a death. We're going through the purging of it. Have we used it in less, have I used this in more than a year? And then we go to the rebirth where we give it away, and we have much more space, much more room to expand. So that's the first thing they wanted me to say. And then I want to do this a quick little visualization with you. So if you're able to right now, or come back to the video later, when you're able to get into a comfortable place. I'm sitting on my physio ball, but this is going to be just a short little visualization to kind of take you through. um, think about who you would like to be, your growth from now into the future, who you would like to be. And, this is visualizing of your ideal self. So I'm going to have you take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. One more. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Okay, I'm going to keep my eyes closed, but this is visualizing in your mind's eye. What does the person that you want to be in the future, what is that person, how does that person present themselves around others? How does that person appear, when they're by themselves? What is that person doing as you walk through life? What is the purpose that you're walking into? Visualize what it is that you're doing at that time in your life in the future. And, imagine, imagine, that yourself growing in size until you fill a giant, giant balloon. And this is your ideal self. Feel what it feels like to be the best self you can be. Almost picture like your best self kind of bouncing around, having a gay old time in that balloon. And what does it feel like to be that ideal self? And just feel that. What does it feel like? Does it feel joyous? Does it feel peaceful? What does that feel like? And just take a deep breath in and release. And two more. Take a deep breath in and release. And one more. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And just coming back. And, I wanted to do that little visualization. It was rapid. I know they want me to keep it, short, but it gives you an idea of something that you can do on your own in a meditation, or when you're sitting outside in nature, using your visualization skills, to visualize what does the future you look like. I love you guys so much. Thanks for liking and hitting that subscribe. Namaste.